Hello and welcome to TCAT Centaurus video tutorial, Centaurus Structure Editor, Section 1, Getting Started. Centaurus Structure Editor can be used as a two-dimensional or three-dimensional structure editor to create TCAT devices. In this video, we will describe the main features of the user interface, demonstrate the creation of a simple structure, and talk about the workflow that we, Synopsys application engineers, recommend and follow ourselves. While the official product name is Centaurus Structure Editor, it is also often referred to as Centaurus Device Editor, or SDE for short. For the video tutorial, we are primarily focused on the graphical user interface. Therefore, we will not launch the tool from the workbench, and instead use Structure Editor as a standalone tool. To start the program, type STE on the command line. First, let me introduce the graphical user interface. There are three main areas. The drop-down menu bar that gives access to all of the GUI-based options and configurations. Toolbars that provide quick access to most commonly used functions. And list boxes that set material functionality are all located in the upper part of the main window. The view window is in the center and it displays the structure. And at the bottom, there is a command line window. For this demo, let me load a previously created structure. Open file functionality is fairly standard and does not need explanation. We load a model file with .sat extension that is native file format for structure editor. The structure is displayed in the center view window. First, let's review the camera view mode and interactive view tools. Rotate, pan, zoom to window, and zoom to extents do not need any explanation. There are predefined camera views that help visualize and inspect complex 3D structures. For the look inside the structure, we can use Entity Viewer function and either hide material or make it translucent. As an example, let's create a simple 3D structure using geometrical primitives and geometry manipulation functions and briefly touch the scripting. This is a good time to mention that the geometry operations in Centaurus Structure Editor are based on the ASIC geometric kernel. The ASIC 3D Geometric Modeler is an object-oriented 3D geometric modeling engine from Spatial Corporation. At its core, Structure Editor shares a lot of functionality with other CAD tool and solid modeling tools. As you will see in a few moments, scripting is based on the Scheme scripting language. We'll start a new model. Turn on exact coordinate mode. Create a cuboid object. As you can see, every GUI operation produces a corresponding scripting command in the command window at the bottom. Defining a complex device structure involves experimentation, which can lead to errors and even crashes. Performing long sequence of operations in GUI is often problematic. One way to generate and maintain this script is after each user interface-based operation. Copy an echoed scheme script command from the command line window to a text editor. After that, edit the script if necessary and copy the script back to the command line window. Let's try that. I open a text editor and copy create cuboid command to the text editor. Now, similarly, I can define another small cuboid from a different material and change the region name. Copy and paste the new command back into CentOS Structure Editor. Switch to Select tool. Highlight the second region and delete it by pressing the delete button. Now we switch selection mode to Edges. Highlight the edges by pressing it and holding Control button. And round the edges using Fillet command. Our simple demo structure is complete. Let me copy the last two commands back to the text editor. And I will also add a reset command at the beginning of the script. As you can see, I can now easily change the rounding radius to 0.05 and rerun the script. Scripting is a powerful way to create structures. However, since Scheme, Lisp dialect, is not a commonly used programming language, learning it may be a daunting proposition. Therefore, I highly recommend to review the scripting section of TCAT CentOS HTML-based self-training material. It is concise, but covers most of the topics that are necessary in daily structure editor scripting and has multiple examples. For deeper learning, I recommend the book by Kent Dybvig, The Scheme Programming Language, that not only gives an excellent representation of the programming language concepts, but also describes the Scheme dialect that is closest to the one used by CentOS Structure Editor. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.